Okay, welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled 6 Principles to Achieve Massive Success. Make sure you watch this entire video. Don't be clicking off a minute in. Watch the whole thing. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, let's get straight into it. The first principle is to maintain momentum and to not let it dissipate. You see, a lot of people, when things start moving for them, when they start gaining momentum, they all of a sudden stop and they let that momentum just disappear. For example, you're creating content. You've been making a video a day on YouTube for the last 30 days and you're getting views, you're gaining subscribers, things are going well. And then you just stop. And you don't just stop, for a day, but you stop for a month. And then you try and get back into it a month later and you're struggling to get back into the momentum again. See, this is something I learned from a very successful businessman. He told me, Ali, listen, if things are moving for you, if you're gaining momentum, feed the momentum. Go harder, double down. Because just like a wildfire, it's going to continue spreading. Your success is going to magnify. Right? A lot of guys, I see it, they go to the gym for a good 3 months in a row, 5 times a week. And then they stop. Now look, a couple of days off, maybe 3 days off max is okay. It won't kill your progress. But if you have 3 weeks off and then you try and get back into the swing of things, you're going to feel rusty. And if you haven't been disciplined in that time, then you probably would have gained weight if you've been eating shit, Krispy Kreme donuts, drinking Red Bulls at your desk at work. Then you're going to have to undo the damage. Okay? So if you're getting into the swing of things, you're gaining momentum, you're gaining results, feed the momentum. Don't just stop and then start again 3 months later or 3 weeks later because you're going to struggle. Now look, you can build it up again, but it's a lot harder. Okay? So if you're on a good run, keep feeding the momentum. The second point is network with successful people in your industry. This is an underrated point, and a lot of guys don't do this. They just spend a few hours a day at home watching YouTube videos and maybe DMing a couple of guys, but I want you to be proactive. If there's an event in your local area, go to it. Meet with people that are successful in your industry, whether it's forex trading, whether it's drop shipping, real estate, exchange numbers. Because I tell you this, a lot of these numbers that you acquire will come in handy a few years from now. Maybe one of the guys that you took contact details from ends up, staying in touch with you, and a few years down the line, he asks you to work for his company. I mean, anything can happen. Or go into a business partnership with him. I tell you what, it opens doors. A lot of people are very successful right now in their career, not because they're the most intelligent, but it's because they networked with the right people. Okay, so networking is absolutely crucial. Be proactive. Don't be asking me, where do I get... There's apps now such as Eventbrite. There's Meetup, I think, as well. Meetup is a great app. You can see what events are happening in your area. Okay? The next point is make a note of what's working and what isn't working. One of my mentors over the years told me that you can't grow what you don't measure. You need to understand where you're at. And this is something I do when it comes to trading. Because, if you don't analyze why you're not winning, you're going to continue making the same fucking mistakes. And it's going to annoy you because you're like, why do I not get this shit? It's because you're not identifying what the root cause of the problem is. So you need to find out what's not working, eradicate it, and then double down on what's working. Okay, this is something I had to do, and this is why I keep a trading journal when I trade the market, because if I don't win a position, let's say, I will assess why at the end. I will review my trades and think, shit, you know what? I shouldn't have got into that trade. It's because of this. I didn't check the news. I didn't check this. I got in too early. I didn't wait for my confirmations to enter. There's usually a mistake that's done that I wasn't paying attention to. So knowing that mistake means that the next time around, I'm better. Now look, mistakes are always going to be made. And the mistakes may vary. Okay, however, if you know the mistakes you're making, you can rectify them. Okay, and this also applies to fitness. calories in, calories out. Right now I'm on a deficit, and I was eating 1,800 calories, but now I'm dropping it down to 1,500 because my body fat percentage at the moment is about 13.9%, and my next goal is to get down to 10. So it's going to take something more drastic. So myself and my trainer, Sam, shout out to Sam, after my last weigh-in, we decided to drop the calories, reduce the intake a little bit, to speed up the process of losing that body fat, as well as increasing my steps every single day from 10,000 to 11,000. There's a few things we did to ensure that the results speed up. Okay, so make sure you're tracking what isn't working. And also, if something is working, fantastic, keep doing it. Okay, keep doing it. The next point is invest in yourself. I know you probably hear this from a lot of guys, self-improvement guys, invest in yourself. But honestly, it's extremely important. Occasionally I speak to a guy who says, I don't want to buy a course. I don't want to do this. And I'm like, mate, you're investing in you. Yeah, there's a premium to pay. But if the information is valuable, it's going to have a price associated to it. I mean, the same guys that say that are usually in university paying £50,000, or even in some places around the US, over $100,000 for a degree. And they're happy to pay that. But the moment it's a course for $500 or £500, they're like, whoa, money? I don't want to have to pay. Yes, there's a lot of free information online and a lot of great information online. The thing for me, and this is why I've always purchased courses, and I've never regretted a single course that I've purchased, by the way. The way I see it is, what a course does is it packages all the information in one place. For example, if you're looking to learn how to trade Forex for free on YouTube, there are so many videos. This guy says, do this. This guy says, do that. This guy says, this doesn't work. This guy says, no, it does work. So you'll be bouncing around like a game of fucking ping pong, back and forth, thinking, but this guy says, no, you'll be confused. So it's about picking somebody that you like and following their system. If it gets results for you, fantastic. If you followed their system and you're still not getting results, then maybe you can look elsewhere. Okay, but it bundles that. You're trying to save time here. You don't have the time to sit around for 2-3 years trying to put together all the information yourself, because you can do that. You can definitely learn yourself, but it will take you a lot longer. I mean, if somebody tells you what's worked and what hasn't worked for them, yes, they may charge you a price, but come on, it's business, man. It's business. Okay, this person's knowledgeable, they're great at what they do, they're charging you a price for it. Their time is valuable. Okay, so they're speeding up your progress. If you acquire this information, you apply it, you don't have to make 7 years worth of mistakes. You can get to it a lot quicker. You'll still make mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and say that, for example, if you're learning how to trade and you purchase a course, that you'll never make a mistake. No, because there are factors such as trading psychology that you must pay attention to. Okay, and every person has different sort of a different psychology, different limiting beliefs. Okay, but courses help. So invest in yourself. Don't be cheap. Buy books around self-improvement. Okay, if you have to fly to meet a very successful businessman, fly. Okay, especially if you're between the ages of 18 to 28, you need to be going hard. Your future depends on it. Okay. And by the way, for those that are complaining about spending £500 on a course, those are usually the same guys that have a PlayStation 5 and the latest gaming PC for $4,000. It's like, come on, mate. You've got money. It just, you don't see the importance in investing in yourself. It's very important. Okay. So the next point is, don't worry about what other people have. Most of my audience is young, although of course I do have a lot of older folks as well that follow me, but it's usually a younger guy problem. They look at what someone else has. Wow, this guy's got a Lambo. He's 21. Fuck, I don't have a Lambo. I'm behind. No, you're not. First of all, that guy, he's probably not driving his own Lambo. It's probably rented or his dad's or whatever. In most cases, I'm not saying every 21-year-old is faking it, but let's keep it real here, okay? But also, you don't know what circumstances this person has gone through. You're competing with circumstances you know nothing about. It's not fair on you. You don't know if they were given a head start. You don't know if they were in an extremely difficult space and they had to navigate themselves out of it. Some people deserve the early success that they get. You don't know what they had to go through to achieve it. Some were given a helping hand to get to where they wanted to be. Okay, so you don't know. Just don't trouble yourself with that you know nothing about. Stay in your lane. Focus on your own journey. Okay? One step at a time. Okay, today I need to improve on what I did yesterday. Get a little bit better every single day. You'll look back 6 months from now and think, fuck, I've come a long way in 6 months. Shit, this is mad. Okay, stay in your lane, man. And last but not least, be mentally tough. Don't be let down. Don't feel deflated by other people's criticisms of you. Because if you've got a grand plan, you've got big dreams, people are going to have something to say. It is what it is. Now, if it's your family, that usually comes from a good place. They just don't want you to fall flat on your face and hurt yourself. Okay, but if it's from a lot of friends, it's usually envy, jealousy, it's fear that you'll go out there and become massively successful and leave them behind. And I say friends because not all of your friends are actually your friends. A lot of them are just acquaintances, but they're secretly plotting against you. So you've got to be careful of who you have around. Especially once you start doing better, you'll notice who's real and who starts to get bothered by your rise. Okay? So if they have a lot of shit to say, just know you're on the right track. If they start getting intimidated, it means you're moving ahead. It means you're making progress. And your progress reminds them of the things they're not doing. That's why they have shit to say. Because they're like, fuck, man, he's out there making moves. I haven't started my business yet. And he's already on $5,000 a month. That triggers them. It shouldn't. They should seek inspiration from that. And they should think, you know what? He's out there making moves. Fair enough. You know what? I need to get off my fucking backside and make moves of my own. That's how they should respond. But instead, a lot of them are like, no, how's he doing that? Which is wrong. Okay? So go out there, fellas. Go out there, smash it. Let's have a massively successful 2023, man. Okay? We're almost at the end of January, which is crazy. Time is flying. So don't get left behind. Get off your backside and get going. Don't forget to like and subscribe, fellas, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.